like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 11, Episode 8. Okay, I was live earlier, and everybody's like, did you watch The Real House? I hadn't watched nothing. Okay, it's 1:22 in the morning. So y'all gonna get a couple videos on Christmas Eve, and then I'm not doing anything else until the day after Christmas, but I'm gonna give y'all my main stuff, okay? Stuff y'all be looking for, but I'm gonna have videos posted throughout the week, but I don't think I'm gonna post something on Christmas. I really just don't. Well, I might have to do it. Shit. Love and hip hop. Oh, God. I'm gonna give y'all what I can give y'all. It's kind of crazy. But if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Jaybird. I'm in more pajamas or whatever. I love it. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. To also shop my Teespring merchandise. You know, P.O. Box is in the thing below. Email address is in the thing below. All that stuff in the description box below. Go ahead and get to it, okay? You know, we see the episode starts off with Porsha, who was FaceTiming her sister, mainly because, you know, she's not telling anyone that she's pregnant yet. And, you know, she's telling Lauren how, you know, she told the ladies that she's on a, she was saying the keto stuff, but she was also saying that she was on an alcohol cleanse. It's like the ladies, they like really not believing her. They keep asking her questions. So Porsha brought a whole bottle of Hennessy that she's going to empty out and refill it with apple juice and Coca-Cola to make it look like Hennessy. I'm like, oh, I'm like, it was clever, but I'm like, I wonder if other people do that to have people thinking they be drinking, and they really don't. Okay, it's kind of weird, but it's also genius at the same time. So, you know, we do see her pouring the liquor out and mixing her concoction and making it all look like liquor. I mean, it's smart. The next thing we see is, you know, Shamari is in her room, you know, mad at her own business or whatever, trying to get dressed. And here comes Marlo. Marlo come popping in. First of all, Marlo girl, I don't know what she looks like. She looks a mess, if you ask me. It's team too much and also team not enough. I'm like, I guess it's morning wear, I guess, but I'm still like, you can't come to somebody's room, talk about their fashions, and you just look like a girl like stuff. You look like stuff. Anyway, you know, Shamari was just getting ready, and they was only getting ready for breakfast or whatever. So, I'm just in time to help you pick clothes to wear today. And Shamari keeps saying, I don't need your help. I don't need your help. You know what I'm saying? You can go back to spending OPP, other people's pensions. I say, girl, Shamari can come through the little one. Shamari got a tongue on her. Shamari can clap back. Shamari can be shady. And I don't think people know that about her. But they found out about it real quick. So, you know, Shamari, I don't need help, Marlo. And Marlo, like, you know what I'm saying? But you need like a little tune-up. I mean, she was just so persistent that, you know, Shamari, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let her, you know, try to do something just so that she'll leave me alone. Because I don't have time for the bullshit, okay? Don't have time for the bullshit of it all. So, you know, Shamari lets her put her on like one little piece for the morning. And she going to let it go with that. So we see all the ladies are downstairs at at breakfast, or whether it's like a little chef making them stuff. And when Shamari and Marlo walk in, they're like, oh my God, Shamari. Oh my God. I'll make it bigger, y'all. Oh my God, you look so cute. You look so cute. And Marlo, you see, she cheesing or whatever. And it's just a big hat. You know, all she did was put her on some white pants. And that shirt is really a scarf that she made into a shirt. But I mean, it's cute or whatever. But, you know, Nene said the right thing. Nene said, oh, it's really, really cute. But that's Marlo style. We can tell that ain't yours. But it do look good. Meaning, you know, sometimes what works for one person, you can just tell it's not their style. And it isn't. But, you know, it was what it was. But she wore it all day, so it must have been something. So all the ladies then go sit around, they chit chatting or whatever, and it's raining there. It's rain, 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 go away. So we see Nene and Porsha, kind of gather the girls around and say, "Hey, we're gonna do something today. We're going to have a challenge, okay? A challenge. So it's gonna be a whole competition. You know what I'm saying? Called Bitch Stole My Look." Nene say mainly because all the women wear weaves and wigs, they can't go out in the rain. I was like, look. The simple fact that it's raining outside and you won't go outside because of your hair, that is pitiful. Y'all can't do no umbrellas. No one had no scars. Girl, I don't know. I mean, I don't go outside and be walking around in the rain, but y'all can go somewhere outside the house. But at the same time, a little competition, a challenge, it's not that bad, if you ask me. So, they say it's going to be different people versus different people, and they all have to bring their A game and bring the best of the best of the best. Now, where is the first picture? So it's going to be Tanya versus Marlo, fashion. It's going to be Cynthia versus Eva, model. It's going to be Shamari versus Candy, singing. It's going to be Porsha versus Nene in hosting. And I'm like, Lord Jesus. Now, Candy do say, I'm not good at this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure how it's going to go. I don't know what we're going to do, whatever, but we're going to make it work. We're going to make it do what it do. I think Candy thinks I'm not a singing competition girl. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that. So I'm nervous with it. She's like, but you know what I'm saying? If we can see who got the most money from singing, that'll be me. I say, Kenny, sure enough will be. So we do see the ladies, they have like 15 minutes to go ahead and get themselves together, to go ahead and get their outfit or whatever, get their voices together, get their fashions together for modeling or whatever. Now we do see Candy upstairs singing, practicing singing, and she sounds amazing. We see Porsha and Nene outside her door, like, oh my god, she sounds amazing. She sounds great. Practicing. We see Shamari go in her room and she got her vocal coach. Okay, girl. Now we also see Marlo. Marlo in her room, and they had to help her get into her outfit because, you know what I'm saying, she couldn't zip it up. But, sometimes it takes 2 hands or 6 hands to get somebody into something, and it's fine. But I'm like, girl, next time just wear something a little bit looser. But who knows? So, they then go and they're about to have a little face-off. So first up is Marlo. So Marlo came out in an outfit. I couldn't get a picture of the whole outfit. She had like a jacket on too, but she didn't stand still enough to get a good clear shot. The jacket was still made up of the same fashion that this was. It was cute. She does look cute. A little beach wear, whatever. Because I don't think you wear that anywhere except the beach. Like you can't, Well, if you're in Miami, no, it's like a beach look. It really, really is. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Lounging at the beach. So we see that whole thing, right? So, next, we see Tanya. Now, Tanya came in, Chanel, with some glasses on, some shades on, or whatever. And he like, I can't believe she would come up in here, and that's all she got on? That's all she got? I can't, it's just a jumpsuit, I can't believe that. And, Tanya then said, well, this is about fashion, my honey. You want to do a high-low look. Sometimes you can spend a lot of money on one thing and not so much money on something else. She then said, you know what I'm saying, I have on this Chanel bag, but I have on some sunglasses from Swag, which is Nene's store. Bitch, don't bring my store. Sis. Not Nene offended because she gonna say them glasses cost $120. And that's not on the low end. It is compared to a Chanel bag. I'm like, Nene, you can't be that dumb, mama. Your glasses are cheap as fuck compared to that Chanel bag. And probably that Chanel jumpsuit and that Chanel belt. You know what I'm saying? Nene was offended as if her store is a high-end store. It isn't. $120 for some sunglasses is nothing. And she then said, well, $120 to some people is, a lot of money. To some people. True, but to some people, that's a lower end item when your bag costs $800. I'm like, girl, come on now. It's called high low for a reason. And sometimes low don't mean cheap. Low just mean not as expensive as the other piece. But Nene sometimes don't make no sense anyway. Anyway, Tanya then said, "Oh, it's not not just this, and you have to think about the whole day. So even though you get dressed, and I'm gonna be in this little suit the whole day, I'm going to eventually want to go to the beach, honey." And honey, Tanya had a whole second outfit up on her jumpsuit, a whole swimsuit. She had a whole swimsuit, a visor, a little black tulle skirt, and it was amazing. The visor I think was Valentino. It was a high low total extravaganza, if you ask me. But Nene asked the offender, but who cares? Because Nene, I mean, Nene being upset just kind of didn't make any sense to me because I was like, for what? Like, what are you really mad for? So we do see we have to do Marlo and Tanya. Now, swimsuit wise, I like Tanya's more. I like Tanya's more because it's a one piece. Marlo's look like an outfit trying to be fancy or whatever, but I still think Marlo looks amazing. I also love Marlo's hair. They both look great, but because Tanya won to say that she did win, but I think she won because she did have two outfits in one, and she looked great in both of them. And sometimes it is great to have a good old jumpsuit with a good old purse with a good old swimsuit. It was all that stuff wrapped up into one. So for that reason, I'm telling you what. Not surprised at all, not surprised at all. Simply because it just made more sense. Let's just say that. Next up, it was Eva and Cynthia walking the runway, walking the one way. Now, where's that picture? We have Cynthia. We also have Eva. Now, they both happen to be in black because they are, as a model, you're supposed to have a little black ensemble and some heels or whatever. And so, Eva walked first. Cynthia walked second. Eva had her typical walk. I swear it's the same walk she did on America's Next Top Model. I think Eva think because she's younger, she's better, and that ain't true. Because even from the picture that they took, Cynthia just looks seasoned. Like she looked like you can't even really tell they two different ages. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, they both. Well, Cynthia looks. Cynthia don't look like she don't look like she's in her 50s. Okay, and she look like she can still walk circles around Eva the diva, if you ask me. And of course, Cynthia won. Not surprised at all, not surprised at all. And when they had to vote, like nobody was voting for Eva. And then Nene kept like trying, I guess, wait for a hand clap or whatever. And Mama like, no one's voting for her, just move on. Eva said, well, you should not feel it because you lost too. Well, y'all both losers, okay? Go to the loser circle together. But I do feel like Cynthia does, even her pose was better. Cynthia walked like a model. Eva walked like y'all should know I'm a model. Whereas Cynthia walked as if I'm a model. I don't have to even make y'all feel. It was better. It really, really was better. Not saying the Eva's was bad, but in the competition, Eva lost. Anyway, so we see that whole thing. Now, I'm trying to delete pictures as I go because there's be too many pictures up in here at the same goddamn time. Let me get me confused. So next, we have, it was Shamari. I didn't get pictures of that. It was Shamari versus Candy singing. Look, Shamari sang his Eyes on a Sparrow. She sounded amazing. She sounded great. She really, 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 really did. And I think one thing about that is, I don't think anybody knew how much of a good singer she was. Because if we think about it, the boom like an 808 and oh baby bring it all to me. It was two simple songs. So I don't think anybody has ever heard her sing. Okay, you can make songs and be in a singing group, but you then have other people who can sing. Shamari can sing, okay? She really, really can. She did great. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people may be like, well, damn, I know she can sing. Like, she can sing. Honey and then Candy. Candy sang a song from her play. This is the issue I have with, not issue I have with Candy, but Candy sang a different song. She sang the song in a lower register. She did not, Shamari sang up high, Candy sang down low. And Candy didn't sound bad, but she hit a couple bad notes. When she was trying to hit, it wasn't her best performance. However, my thing is, we all know Candy can sing, and we all know Candy isn't a high pitch, like a high voice singer. She's, a lower pitch singer, but she can also get them high notes. So I'm looking like Shamari won because she did sound better. Okay. Anyway, but Shamari has a great voice. But I'm like, people kept commenting, did you see Candy singing? I can't believe that. They played Candy. They didn't play Candy. Candy sang the song she sang. Candy sang the wrong song. Like, that wasn't Bravo. Candy sang the wrong song. Because at some point, she just did not sound good. But no one can go around and act as if Candy can't sing. Like, we know that Candy can't sing. Nene being shady saying, oh, you know what? Shamari is a singer and Candy is a she said, Samara's a singer and Candy is a writer. And I was like, bitch, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? To me, I'm like, that was just hater shade. You know what I'm saying? Hater shade to the point to where you can't act as if Candy can't sing. she's a singer who can also write. She's a part of a multi-platinum selling group who was known for how great they all sound a cappella. You know what I'm saying? She picked a badass song. She picked a horrible song to sing. Um, we then see Nene and Porsha with their hosts and stuff. Nene won. I don't think it was a point in who won or who didn't win. Nene was just more animated, but she's always more animated. I, some people like that. I didn't. I'm like, she doing too much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm like, it ain't a circus. But, you know what I'm saying, to each their own. We then see they go have a few different festivities because Portia laying around because she don't feel good because she's pregnant, but they don't know she's pregnant. She tells them that she has a headache. We then have Candy, Shamari, and Eva went to like some aerial aerobics and it was on them little, they was like flipping or whatever. I'm like, okay. And then Nene, Cynthia, Tanya, Marlo did massages, but they flipped to see who would do what. So they kind of, pick this and pick that. So at the house, we see Cynthia and I'm talking about. No, Cynthia asked Nene, "Is you gonna talk to Eva? I wonder if y'all should talk because what I'm saying, you may want to let her know that you feel okay with the fact that she did not invite you to her bachelorette party, but she still wants you at her wedding." And Nene said, "I said that at the dinner. Like I don't really care or whatever." I keep forgetting I be having candles blowing like. Damn it. Damn it. I hate blowing down my face. I'm like, what if some stuff on? But anyway. Yeah. So Nene said how she already told her she okay with it. And she don't feel like she need to have a secondary conversation. So at the acrobatics place or whatever, we see Shamari saying how she still kind of felt some kind of way because Marlo came in her room and was like, fashions. I can help you with your fashions. And she said she felt like, how she wouldn't take no for an answer. And then Eva said, "Will you still like change?" No, was it Eva? I think it was Eva. One of them said, "Will you still change clothes or whatever?" No, it wasn't Eva. It was damn it, who was it? I don't know. It must have been Eva who said, you still change clothes or whatnot. And she said, yeah, because she just kept on. So I just kind of said, fuck it, let her do it. And I won't worry about it. But now she said, I feel like, what I'm saying, she kept coming for me. And I don't know why, because I'm okay with my fashion. And I kept telling her that. But she kept trying to, she kept insisting to change my clothes or whatever. I'm like, that's going to be a whole thing later. So back at the house again, we see Marlo like, you know what? I wonder if Porsha's pregnant. They like, what? She's like, I just feel she's pregnant. She's like, she's not drinking or whatever. And then they was like, oh yeah, she ain't drinking. And then she said she always sleeping now. She's always sleeping, laying down or whatever. And at the gas station, she got some pickles. And I'm like, well, that's pregnancy pack right there. And they also say her stomach is not flat anymore, and she usually has a flat stomach. Not saying that she's fat, but it's like her body looks different. And that's usually how people are, when they first get pregnant. So they're like, oh my gosh, she's probably pregnant. She's not saying anything, and that's why she's not drinking. So Nene go upstairs to talk to her. And like, girl, you pregnant? And she's like, what? Because you're not drinking. You went and got some pickles. You be laying down or whatever. And she's like, no. See, Dennis even gave me some Hennessy. And she pulls out a Hennessy bottle. And he's like, are you sure? She's like, well, I don't know if I'm pregnant. She's like, oh my God. Porsha. She's like, no, just don't say nothing or whatever. I'm keeping it quiet. She then said how she poured the liquor out, how she, put the little juice in there, whatever, to trick them, and that she don't know if she's pregnant, so she does not want to drink because she don't know yet. She's going to the doctor to find out, when she gets back home. And so, she's like, I'm going to take a sip of this liquor later on in front of the ladies, but I just have to make sure I don't let them drink any of it, themselves. And then Nene was just like, oh my God, I'm so happy. It's a baby, it's a baby, it's a baby. And so we all excited for you. Like, we was all excited, but we thought you were. They hug or whatever. I said, honey, Nene could only be happy for so long. And then she gets jealous. Anyway, we then see all the ladies go to dinner. They all look great. Of course, they cannot get a photo because it moves fast. And, they had dinner, just chit-chatting and whatnot. And Porsha pulls out her Hennessy bottle to do a whole toast. And so Nene kind of helped to say, hey, Porsha, do a toast or whatever. Well, I told y'all I wasn't drinking, but it's the last day, so I'm going to take a little drink or whatnot. And she poured the Hennessy into her glass, and she drinks that. And they're like, dang, we thought you was pregnant because you had a pick or whatever. So they laugh. She say, no, I'm not. No, it's not that. I'm like, well, she fooled them. I mean, when you open a Hennessy bottle in my house, not my house, but in my life, it has a scent. And my thing is, I don't know how they didn't smell pop and juice, girl. Because Hennessy has a strong Hennessy, like liquors have a strong odor. But again, they probably want like smell the bottle. But I mean, it was what it was. So we see that whole thing. We then see Shamari saying how she got some tips from Tanya about accessories and fashion. She was basically just kind of shade Marlo. And he go, Nene, well, honey, I don't know if Tanya know about accessories. I'm like, Nene, why is you fucking okay? But again, Nene still mad about that whole goddamn sunglasses thing or whatever, because sunglasses is accessories, and so she's like, well, I don't know if she knows accessories. She know your cheap ass accessories is $120. Go leave that lady alone. Anyway, said, but I got tips from Tanya because I'm saying she's the new fashionista. But no, she not. I'm like, Nene, shut the fuck up, girl. So. And it's weird because I'm like, you brought Tanya into the group and you said she know fashion and labels. You said that about that lady. Like, you put the title of her of labels and fashion. You did that. And then told Marlo, you know what I'm saying? You got to run for your money. So, girl, what you mad for now? Fuck them punk ass glasses. Anyway, at this point in time, honey, it is Marlo versus Shamari. And it's just team too much. So, we had one person on this end, and we had the other one. Oh, well, no, wrong person. See, the wrong person. I'll be having to get it together. So they sitting across from each other, right? And that's how they. Now, Shamari, as you see, is a little lit. Okay, she had a few drinks. She also brought up how because she's away from her husband, and her kids, and she's on a girls' weekend, she's having as many drinks as she can because she's going to enjoy herself. Marlo, on the other hand, is just not enjoying Shamari said how great fashion wise, advice wise, that Tanya has been to her. So they kind of going back and forth or whatever. And Mark like, you know what? I'm fashion this and I'm fashion and you need fashion help. And then Shamari's a little bit drunk. Whatever, bitch. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus. She calls her bitch on accident and takes it back. Don't call me a bitch or whatever. I didn't mean it or whatever. And when again going back and forth, she then said, well, whatever, bitch. Well, you a bitch. Your mom was a bitch. Your mom was a bitch. I'm like, how did we get to your mama being bitches? Like, where did it come from? They going back and forth. I'm looking like I cannot believe. And even I think Porsha said, we're going to sit here and go back and forth like children, like in high school, saying whose mama's a bitch. Cynthia like, nah, don't talk about the mamas. Let's not do the mamas. I'm like, they not talking about your mama. But I get it. Y'all too old for that. But Marlo was the first one to say your mama's a bitch. I'm looking like, Marlo, girl. So you have Nene saying, when Marlo gets upset, like, she got to watch out for her. But you also have Eva, like, you know what I'm saying? You got Shamari ain't the one to be played with. Like, I think she ain't going to play. I don't think she did either. At this point in time, Kenny, like, look, I think the whole thing is Shamari felt some kind of way about your approach, Marlo, and talking to her about her clothes. Like, she just felt you were being a little bit, you know what I'm saying, a little bit pushy or whatnot. And Cynthia agrees. You know what I'm saying? Shamari, like, well, Tanya won the competition earlier, you know what I'm saying? So I just went to her and asked her some questions. Marlo gonna say, well, you only won your competition because you sang a religious song because your voice is awful. I said, now, Marlo, that's a goddamn lie. We all know that's a goddamn lie. We know it's a goddamn lie because when she said it, honey, not Cynthia, Porsha was like, bitch, what? No, that's not true. Her face was a bitch wet. I'm like, Marlo, that's not true at all. And it's just weird. At this point in time, Candy then like, that's not true. She got Samara can sing her ass off. She's a great, great singer. Anyway, they was going back and forth again. Too much team bullshit. But honey, when Shamari says, because she said, you can't do what I do, meaning fashion. And then Shamari said, well, you know what? I've sold 5 million albums, no records. You know what I'm saying? You can Google, well, that ain't my scene. I don't do music. Then what you are, girl, look. It was just team too much the whole way through, up and down. But Shamari said, I've sold 5 million records. You can Google me from way back, bitch. I was A-list when you was an alias. I said, she's a rapper too? Oh, she got bars. I was an A-list when you was an A-list. I said, who taught her to rap? Girl, I said, oh shit. At that point in time, Marlo said, well, I've been this way since I was in the hood. I mean, at the end of the day, they both arguing for nothing. At the end of the day, Shamari has the right to not want someone to talk about her clothes. I don't think Shamari needs a makeover. I think she just has her own style. And, Marlo And they kept, I think Eva said, or somebody, or maybe it was Porsha, how Marlo consistently wants to talk about other people, but she can't handle it when people come back at her. And it's true. I also feel like that's the reason that Marlo does not have a peach and won't ever get a peach, because she don't know how to handle herself. She doesn't. All she know is fashion and tell somebody else about their clothes, but she don't offer nothing. We still don't know what she do or how she do it or where she lives. All we know is she's 42. She used to live in the hood, and now she has clothes. I mean, that's really all that it is. At this point in time, Nene then say, well, somebody's comfortable with they look. We should not be up here, making them feel any kind of way. We should leave it alone because that's how they feel. I said, well, you know what? That's true. And from there, we then see Tanya say, well, I feel like, I came in and y'all kind of put on me this whole fashionista label girl. She say, but I've never said a label makes anyone better. You know what I'm saying? You can always do a lot with a little. Honey, she said that, and then, honey, guess who it was? It was Nene versus Tanya. So Tanya's sitting there, about her own goddamn bitch. She's minding her own business, okay? And she was just saying, because Marlo was shading Shamari clothes. And same thing was, y'all call me like a label girl or a fashionista person, but the money don't make the clothes. Like, the money don't matter if you can do a lot for a little. Like, fashion can be all kind of things. And it's true. Nene then say, well, you know what, Daniel, I don't like ignorant ass comments. I don't like, I have a low tolerance for ignorant comments. And that was for ignorant. And I'm like, what is she and even Tanya said, what did you, that's a strong that's a strong thing. What are you talking about? I don't have, tolerance for anything that's ignorant. And I'm still like, what the fuck is she talking about? And at this point, everybody was looking like, what the fuck is she talking about? And she then say, I'm saying, she not even slaying me and Tanya, you know what I'm saying? She don't have nothing that I don't have. She making this about a competition. And they all looking like, Nene, what is you talking about? Like, she didn't say nothing crazy. Why are you making it seem as if Tanya can have her own moment? Even Candy say, you brought her around and called her the fashion girl, and now you upset because she getting some shot. Girl, Nene was like, she don't look good. Her fashion today ain't even really on point. You know what I'm saying? That's some little yang bullshit or whatever. It ain't much. I'm looking like, bitch, what you mad for, Nene? What you mad for, Nene? Like, why are you upset? It was so fucking confused. I'm like, I was like, what? What? What happened? Nene gets jealous when anybody gets more clout shining her, for one. And you sit there with them punk ass glasses. Fuck them punk ass glasses, girl. It was just stupid to me. It was stupid to everybody else too. It's like, what did you mad for? So they end up ending in, I'm a successful black woman. I have my own store, this and that. What did that have to do with the price of tea in China? And you was in Atlanta. Is that in Atlanta? Where were they at? Which, nothing Nene said had anything to do with anything. You talk about ignorant comments, but you sound ignorant because you're not making any goddamn sense. I'm like, girl, the fuck bye. And Tanya was looking like, what is wrong? Like, what? It was, Nene is stupid. Nene dumb, and Nene, that's why people don't like her sometimes, because Nene be coming off this stupid, like, what you mad for, ma? I don't know. I'm just, what I'm saying, Nene need, sometimes I feel like Nene need to just, like, lose all her money and, like, shop at the swap meet. That's what I feel, because she said, I had better clothes, and Tanya, my clothes is better than hers, and even said to Tanya, my closet, walk circles around your closet, and Tanya, like, I didn't say my closet was better than your closet. Nene has a thing where she wants to feel like she's the best of the best, no matter who's in the room. And girl, your store, that swag store, is not Chanel. It's not Valentino. It's not Prada. It's not Gucci. But it is swag. And your glasses do cost $120. That's expensive to some people. But to some people, it isn't. Girl, the fuck bye. Anyway, I'm done, y'all. Peace. Oh, because I said they ended everything with a toast. Like, it went back down. It was nothing. And they all toasted to successful black women. Girl, like I said, peace.
He's like love, 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 and music.